What's up, Flip Secrets fam? This is Colin Leader, and I'm shooting this video for my boy Jake Light. Um, Recently joined the program, plumbed down the money, wasn't cheap. Um, I work full time. I have a little bit of experience doing real estate. I been trying for a good few years, and last year I did my first two wholesale deals. But I decided to look into doing flips because contacting sellers working full time is pretty exhausting, and I had an idea to start flipping and leveraging other people. So when I started looking into that, I found Jake on Instagram, and I thought he was a pretty sharp guy. What he was talking about made sense, and he had the proof to back it up. So I started looking a little bit closer. He put out good free material. So I'm like, what, this guy's pretty sharp. Then when it came time to decide to jump in, it was a tough decision for me because it's not cheap. But my rationale was I'm probably gonna make a mistake doing it on my own if I try to piece it together using free sources like YouTube. So might as well spend the money up front, get the support, get the roadmap. And what ended up happening is in less than a month, I was able to put a house on a contract that I'm still working on. It's in escrow. I'm still working using his method, using his steps to push it to closing. So I think it's worth it. I got in there, and the information that he has on leveraging influence while working with the vendors that you're working with is probably worth the price of the course, because had I not gotten in there myself and gone through the material, I would not have been using those strategies, and I found it to work immediately. All right. Another big component for me was the contractor connection. That was a big missing piece for me. Like, I understood acquisition, I understood how to get it to contract, but what do you do when you have the house under contract and it's a deal? Like, how do you handle contractors, which is like a huge element. And also the support, thus far I've reached out to him via email. He's responded pretty promptly. So overall, if you're on the edge and you're trying to consider getting into the program, I would say that you need to get to the point where you see spending this type of money on your education as an investment, because nobody becomes successful alone. And if you look around, most people have mentors, and they do spend money to level themselves up. So if you're at the point where you're looking at it as an expense, this guy's a scam, he's just trying to rip you off, you need to kind of adjust your mindset and get a little bit more mature, before making this move. But consume the free stuff he has. There's a lot of information online. There's a lot of people saying that they do what they do, but they don't have proof to back it up. But I'm seeing that he's posting proof of getting into deals, closing them on a consistent basis. So for me, I was sold on that. So, take the leap. I think it's worth it. So Jake, thanks a lot for everything, man. And we'll continue to push, just like you say. All right.